Bobby said, I want to quit bridge. This is not fun. If you do that again, I leave the table, something like that.
It's not aggressive just for the sake of aggression.
The part I like the most in the game is to defend. And if we miscommunicate in the defense, I get very upset. If we drop a trick because my partner didn't see the card I played, or if I did a lazy play and let them make, that annoys me a lot. I think Nystrom is the best teammate. This is the kind of part that can tilt me for the rest of the week.
I am here today with Antonio Palma, who is from Portugal, and he has had some pretty amazing results. A lot of second places recently, including in the Rosenblum and the European Mixed Championships in 2023, which was maybe, arguably the most surprising of the results. He finished second in the Soloway Knockouts in 2021, Spingold in 2023, and then last year around this time things started to it started to break because he won the pairs in Madeira, leading Sjoert Brink to describe him as the best match point player in the world. And then he went down to South America and he won the Club de Campestre club at the South American Championships.
Very nice achievement, yeah.
But today, the reason that we're really interviewing him is he just won the Reisinger at the recently completed Fall North American Bridge Championships. And you had a post on Facebook, Antonio, that said, you kind of referenced these second place finishes, and it must be good to finally win one, like the big one.
Yeah, I mean, it was for me, it was a relief because I finished second so many times, and I was every day I was thinking to myself, okay, maybe I cannot make it. Maybe, I mean, I'm not good enough, or I don't know. I mean, of course, I was underdog in all the finals because we played. The team we played against was always superior, but losing 7 in a row was tough. So yeah. So in the day after, I wake up and I said, okay, I made it. I can sleep now. I can sleep again.
So you actually didn't play the last set. You were on a 5-handed team, and so you were actually were you watching it on Viewgraph or
yeah. So this is So maybe this is the solution, because I played all boards on the last 7 finals. I lost, so maybe this is the solution. Yeah. So I was in the room, and we were in a good position. We were leading, but it was very close. So I called Johan, and I said, okay, let's go to the bar and let's have some beers and watch this together. He was not playing, so he joined me. We were watching football and bridge at the same time, and it was Nile baiting.
Is that Johan Upmark?
Yeah, Johan Upmark. Yeah.
You guys have?
Yeah, we were criticizing all the plays they did. I mean, mostly me, but eventually, we won. So it was good. It was a relief. Yeah, as I told you.
Now, I know last year in the finals of the Reisinger, the winning team came from pretty far behind at one point during the final. Was that, and you guys were leading going into the last session, but did you ever vanquish the lead, or did you have it?
I think we were only leading by alpha board, because also we have the worst carryover against the second and third place. So we were only half a board ahead. So, I mean, I knew it will be very difficult to win. But they played fantastic. Honestly, the boards I watched, they were, every time they had the bad board, it was a bad board together, like both of the team, both of the pairs, and so that's like a combination that when these things like start to happen, you feel like you have you are in the mojo to you are in a good with a good chemistry, and so.
So what was it like when you realized that you won?
Okay, so the view graph we were like watching with delay. So at some point, I like 45 minutes or something to go. So the delay was like half an hour, something like that.
Yeah,
and so we were like, so we played against I think Jody in the before last. And so I didn't know the result of the last board, and I went to join them. So I didn't know, and I went with Margie to like compare. And so Zach was in the corridor, and I asked him how it went and did I win, and he said, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we have two good boards, but so you need to do 1 point to win. I don't know, but because we did 2 or 2.5, I don't remember very well. So I said, okay, I have been there because I also we also, like, the first time I played the Reisinger was in 2016 or 2017 with this team with Connie, and I was playing with Connie, with Andre and Max, and with Poon and Lou, and we also were leading for the last round. And we scored 0 in the last round. So we lost. So I said, okay, I've been here, so I know what is going to happen. But so we were like waiting a little bit, and at some point, Rui was the director. I mean, he was not directing the event, but he left, and he went. He was happy. So I said, okay, I know we won. And he went to hug Connie. So I said, okay, this is a good sign. When the director came to hug the wife. So
Zach Grosak, you're talking about Zach Grosak, who was on Jody Edmonds' team, and they ended up finishing second eventually in the event. And Roy is Connie. I don't know if they're like partners. I don't know if they're married or not, but Roy is a tournament director. And he was the one.
Yeah, they are married. They're married.
They're married. Okay.
Yeah, it was a good feeling. I can promise you. Have you ever won a national championship?
I've won 2. I've won the mixed Swiss in Atlanta in 2023, and I won the year before. I won the 2-day border match in the fall in Phoenix.
Okay, so the same event, like the previous event of the. After you lose in the Soloway, you play that 2 days.
Yeah. Exactly. Mm-hmm. The first time I won, I was so happy because I had finished second only one time in the previous in the summer nationals in the mixed BAM, and so like I remember the way that I found out is this woman named Amy Casanova, who's works for the Bulletin. She told me, she said, "John, you won." And I just like yelled, and I actually kind of dialed it back because I was realized that I couldn't really yell like that. I didn't want people to see how much it meant to me in a room full of people like that. So it was amazing. Yeah. I've known who you were for a long time. I've probably spoken to you, but we first really talked. And not that much, but in Iceland last year, or earlier this year, beginning of the year. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'd ever really like spent any time with you. And then we ended up having dinner at the South American Championships together. I came along with your team, and and you guys had this really funny this really funny thing. So your team was Margie Cole as a sponsor, and I think all the other players on the team were not American, right? So you played with Margie.
I played with Margie, and Marian was playing with Andrea.
And Marian Mikkelsen played with Andrea Mano.
Yeah.
And so you guys had this funny thing where Margie would tell a story and then they would ask you to repeat like your version of the story.
Yeah.
And I guess that is something that you guys had done before.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that happens a lot. Yeah. From the story you were talking about, the only thing I remember it's Margie was doing really well in the 199 games. That is the only thing I remember about that story. So,
I mean, the thing was, I guess so. The thinking behind this game, it's got a couple of layers to it. One is like Antonio listening to what Margie's saying. That's part of it. And then two, like your English is, very good, but sometimes, you miss some things. And so it's funny. It's amusing when you say something, your version of it is actually could probably be quite amusing. And my impression of your doing the story was that you did a bang up job, but you got it, like you basically like were verbatim, which I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting you to catch everything, but I mean, when you said that, like particularly the part about doing very well in the 199er game. Every time I saw you in San Francisco,
yeah, you were always making the joke.
Just say it for me. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, but like it's like alpha joke, but like the point is, I mean, our language, especially me and Andre, because I mean, all the Swedes they are fluent in English.
Yeah.
Me and Andre, we are not so strong. I mean, we don't. I mean, there are like when they start like using like very like specific words, we are at some point we're completely lost. So we do this joke. It's like, Andrea, can you please explain me what was the story? And he does the same with me. So, and of course, after one or two glasses of wine, like the things like to start to be like more difficult and more difficult. So they are always making fun of me with this.
And for those who are listening, that don't know what the Club de Compiastre trophy is.
It's a very, very important event. It's the biggest event in the world.
Because that was actually that night was the night that you guys missed qualifying for the quarterfinals, and that your stated goal was to win the Club de Compiastre trophy, which you guys accomplished.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we didn't qualify. Yeah, I don't remember that. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we did not. Yeah, so so the first 8 teams advanced to the knockouts, and maybe we finished, I don't know, maybe 10th or 9th, I don't know. And we played like this constellation event, and eventually, we won. So it was good for. I mean, but our team, we don't need like wins to be like happy and to enjoy, and it's always so much fun. So despite the disappointing non qualifying for the knockout stage, we had fun.
So I spoke to some of your friends in preparation for this interview, and one of the last people to get back to me was Per-Ola Cullin, who was your teammate in the Reisinger that you just won. And one of the things that he said, and I have this on like the audio of him saying this if you want to hear it. I wonder if I can play it for you.
Yes, I really want
to play it for you. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see. Tell me if you can hear this.
Hello, John. Sorry for the late reply. I hope it's not too late. I think as a bridge player, what makes him stand out are two things. He has amazing card reading skills. Like he knows very early in a hand what everyone is holding.
Amazing card reader.
Yeah, this is he's trying to be nice now that no, he's not. It's not. Yeah, trying to be nice to me. That's not true. That's not true.
I don't remember the second half of what he said. Should I play the rest of it? He gave me like let's play the rest. See what he said.
He's good at interpreting the actions or inactions of.
I think he's being sincere.
I don't know if there could be a connection to his poker skills there. So that I think is an interesting topic to discuss. And the other thing I think is he's a mix of old school and new school bridge when it comes to aggressiveness. And he's not aggressive just for the sake of aggression, like many of the young players.
All right.
Okay, that was
So
about
he said
right.
you're what?
The second part is right. I mean, yeah. I mean, I talk a lot of like we discuss a lot of bridge together, especially. Yeah. I mean, we share rooms when we go to the nationals, and he's completely obsessed with bridge. So the only thing we do is like to discuss bridge, and he came and said, okay, I have this hand and this hand, and like what do you think? So like I try to like give my first thought or my impression or the way I think, my thinking process, and that's why he claims that I'm very good at like reading the cards, because I said, okay, I think this guy has this and this, and this guy has this and this because of the tempo or because of probably is like I have like some connections with the poker, because I used to be like a poker pro at some point. I was like from 2010 until like 2017, and it's a completely different game, but I think it helped me a lot in like some part of the game. Like despite it's completely different, like the thinking process it's completely different, but I mean it helps to like in the pressure moments, or when like if you are like in a final table, or like if you are deciding for like a lot of money or a lot of chips in a tournament. I mean that like it's like very similar to like the situations when you face like a big decision in bridge, when you're like playing a final or a quarter final or like a last set when it's very tight, and like what you have to do to hide your emotions or to control your emotions, or when you have like a bad board, try to focus for the next one, or if you have a good board, try to don't think that you are like amazing and you will like destroy the opponents, because and like respect opponents, because like in high level poker games or in high level bridge games, everyone like I mean people who plays in this they are all, I mean 99% of the people, they are smart and they have their strategy, and like so you cannot count them. They will be dumb and they will do like stupid stuff. Sometimes like their strategy will like win, and sometimes your strategy, I mean it's like that's nowadays I think it's very like much more close, like in the like 10 years ago or 15 years ago, I think it was like a lot of like teams that were like much more dominant. They like win like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tournaments in a row, and they were always in the best places. But now it's like global. because I mean it's so much more easy to get the information, because nowadays, I mean, you can like check system for like all the system notes for everyone, and you can see the cards they play, and in the view graph, because now you have like a huge database. So like the methods now are much more like similar. So it's so now I think the game it's more developed, and like the edge now is smaller. That's what I feel. So it's like these small things, like the psychological part of the game, and like the concentration, and like the part of the emotions that you have to try to control it. I think it's very important. Despite this is like my worst part of the game by far.
Yeah, several people who I reached out to mentioned that you they all referred to it as tilting. That you're quite easily tiltable, I think.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, but I mean that is like one thing. I mean, I try to, and I'm much better now. I'm much better now in the tilt part. But I think that's like the blood, the like South European blood. It's very, you like to show the emotions you have. You like to, I mean, every time you have like a bad board, you like to tilt, like to people see it, like even partner. Of course, to the partner is even worse. But of course, I mean, I play a lot with the Scandinavian people, and if they have the worst board or the best board in the world, they don't react. They don't say a word. And like we Southern European, we cannot do that. We have to say something. We have to say something. But I mean, the most important part, I mean, if partner can handle with that, is to be focused and to be ready for the next part. In that part, I think I'm better. But like in the tilt part, I cannot control myself.
What is the most tilting thing for you?
Most tilting thing for me, I mean,
like, is it partner? Is it you? Is it teammates, like opponents bidding a grand slam on a finesse that works, or like getting misunderstandings?
No. Yeah, misunderstandings. If I mean, the part I like the most in the game is the defense.
Yeah.
To defend. And if we miscommunicate in the defense, I get very upset. If we like drop a trick because my partner didn't see the card I played, or if I did like a lazy play and let them make, that like annoys me a lot. If we misbid, or if like we choose like a line of play that is like inferior, or if we didn't see like a best line, I mean, that I don't care so much, because it's like individual technique. But I get like very upset if it's if we miscommunicate, like if we don't like give, if I think it's suit preference and they give count, or if I think the other way around, that gets me very, very upset.
Can you think of an example of where like a suit preference count thing went wrong recently?
Okay. Yes. Okay. So we have this, so I have this hand. I was playing with Per-Ola, and so this is when we play. So we play together in the same team. So we play like as teammates, and sometimes we play as partners, but we discuss a lot of bridge, but we never had like a system. And I always forced them to play my system.
Yeah.
But this time, Connie asked, okay, we have to give some rest. And also because I want to play all the boards. I don't want to be benched. So it's okay. So you have to find a system. So Per-Ola did like a system for us. But the thing that we put like more effort in is in the cards. So I have this hand. We were playing against Sandra and Cecilia in the second day of of the round robin in the of the second day of the Swiss in the Soloway, and I have this, and I have ace queen tight, queen jack fifths, jack 10 fours, and jack and 1.
Okay.
And I think the rules is everybody vulnerable, but that I cannot promise. But anyway, so I passed first sit with, maybe 90% of the people would have opened, but I passed, and it went pass.
Yeah.
1 diamond on my right. I bid 1 heart. Double from Sandra showing 4 or 5 spades. Per-Ola bid 2 no, showing invitational with 4 or more.
Yeah.
Sila bid 3 spades. I bid pass. Now Per-Ola bid 4 hearts. And now it went pass 4 spades. And now Per-Ola doubled. Pass. So now my thinking was, okay, so Per-Ola has 5 hearts for sure. And to beat 2 no and 4 hearts looks like yes, at least 5 clubs. So looks like yes, 2 5 1 5 or 3 5 0 5. But that was weird because he didn't bid the 4 diamonds. Or 3 4 1 5 is also possible. So, but I found very weird that he doubled, and I have ace queen of trumps, so I have 2 defensive tricks. So I said, okay, maybe, I cannot. So I said, okay, I cannot open the club suit because I have jack and 1 and can be a frozen suit, and hearts looks like. They are ready for the heart suit. And, and I'm not thinking Per-Ola is doubling with ace king of hearts. So looks like, yes, maybe void in diamonds or stiff diamond, like some kind of Leitner double.
Yeah.
With ace of clubs and stiff diamond and ace of hearts, to prevent. So I led the 10 of diamonds because, I wanted to open the diamond rough, but I don't want to give away the diamond position when dummy has so I led the 10 of diamonds, and of course, so yes, dummy came down with jack 6th, king 3rd, too little, and too little. So now he rose the ace of diamonds, so it went 10 low ace, and now from his perspective, he has stiff king of spades, 4 little hearts that he thinks that I have the ace, and the 10 of diamonds. He was confused, so he said, okay. So he underlead the ace of clubs, and also declared to the king of clubs, king queen of diamonds pitching the club, and he made. So so I was in the biggest tilt because for me,
Sorry.
Yeah, it was a chaotic board because I tried to lead I said, okay, this is too good to be true because we beat these 4 hearts that we know that we don't make. And they saved, and I have ace queen of trumps, so I tried to outsmart everyone with the 10 of diamonds. And from his perspective, he panicked and he said, okay, I have nothing because now I have stiff king of spades, declare I have the ace. So he tried the expert low club, and it was the only way. We found the only way for them to make the contract. So it was quite annoying. So this is the kind of board that can tilt me for the rest of the week.
How do you feel listening to me laugh about it now?
It's fun. Now it's fun.
Did you guys end up qualifying in the Soloway?
Yeah, we did. We played, we did qualify. We played against Linda, and we lost in the round of 32 by 4 imps.
Oh, 4 imps.
Yeah.
That was a great story, man. I've been told by a listener that like giving deals on the show isn't necessarily like the best. It's kind of hard to follow, but
Yeah, unless you like put
that was
like
really-
the diagram of the hand it's easier.
yeah. So wait, so Declare had the ace of hearts on this deal.
Yeah, the Claire have Steve Ace of Hearts and the King of Clubs and the King Queen of Diamonds. So you could you lose one minor trick and Ace Queen of Spades.
That's interesting that you said your favorite part is defense. I feel like that's somewhat rare.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think a lot of people likes the I mean, it's if you like the geek part of playing like the three and after the deuce to show the king of clubs instead of the ace, and I mean that is like the part the part of the game that I like the most. Yeah, me and Per-Ola. So we talk about a lot about it, and yeah. I mean, of course, it's like when I play with some partners. I mean, when I play with Frederick, or maybe also there are a lot of partners that they don't like that like geek game. So you have to make like the life easier, because also you have to understand like when your partner is comfortable with like one strategy, and if you like put a lot of pressure in the cards. And he tries to like some people wants to play like always count or always, and don't like to like put a lot of effort in the deuce of the three or so.
So you play primarily suit preference when Declare breaks a suit.
I wouldn't say that. I think I primarily I play count, but like when when the count is not I mean, my mentors, like the people I learned, like all the Swedes, despite Mick and Ullarin, that they always play suit preference, they like count. They know the shape and they figure like what is the best play. So like Swedish school is to play count, not
like
Mick and Ullarin.
For that reason.
I mean, it's easier.
This is the first time actually, like I've reached out to Mika and Ula several times about guests for potential questions.
Mm-hmm.
Normally what happens is Ula gives me like a bunch of really good ideas and then Mika says, let me think about it. And then I never hear back from him.
Yeah, of course.
So this time I said, thank you, Ula. You're always great at this. And then I said, Mika always does this. And so he actually gave me some questions this time. Mika.
Okay.
But the one that I thought was funny from Ola Rimstead was how much do you lift?
How much do I lift?
Yeah.
Not much. And not much.
So when you said you and Per-Ola, like you said, Per-Ola loves bridge, which is I think is really cool. And you guys room together at the Nationals. So you talk about play problems in addition to bidding problems, from what it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, every time he has like a hand that he is like not comfortable with what he did or what or he always give me his cards, never Marian's cards. He's not judging, but we talk about like the hands, especially when we play in these the knockouts that like we shuffle the cards, so we don't know each other cards, and we so we talked about what do you think is like the best line, what do you think about like declare here and here, or like the defense, and we talked about like the boards that we played, and he's completely obsessed with the he believes the game is a game that you cannot do like any mistakes. He never does a bid like to that he knows is wrong just to put like extra pressure on the opponent, or he doesn't he never does a anti-percentage play to give like a that he cannot do. He Like he is like a lyric about the game. He sings like everyone plays double dummy and everyone will break the double squeeze. So he plays like the percentage play every time he tries to play.
Wow.
And yeah, it's a different brain.
It sounds like you're different from that.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I think so. I think I try to be more like, I mean, in theory, I like what he claims, but I think in practice, people commit so many more mistakes that I think it's much more profitable to try to exploit that instead of like playing for them to be double dummy all the time and to don't get like fooled. Yeah, and you have to go what you believe. So that's my strategy.
He also told me that you made Bobby Levin want to quit bridge.
Yes, that was true. That is a true story. So we were playing a match. So that was like back in the COVID, and like someone like it was like a tournament knockout stage, round of 64 or 32. Nobody cares. And we are down 50. Margie was playing with Ale. They were our teammates, and I was playing with Per-Ola. And we are down 50 for like the last 16 boards. And maybe board 2 or 3 of the set is playing too hard. The high level contract was too hard. But it was a hand that, I mean, I knew a lot from the bidding and from his first discard. So, and it's like the kind of hand that, I mean, you know the shape, you know all the shape.
Yeah.
You don't find a solution fast, but you know that maybe it's a solution to defeat. Eventually, I think I took 23 minutes to defend 2 hearts. It was fun. I think I remember. I mean, the position was I have to like sacrifice the heart that a trump because dummy has like and because after I recover, and so I found the defense after 23 minutes, and so the funny part was the comment because Steve said nice D in the chat, and Per-Ola said nice D, and Bobby said I want to quit bridge. This is not fun. If you do that again, I leave the table, something like that, and I say I'm sorry. And so we lost by 46 instead of 50 because we won for him.
Oh, I'm gonna send him this because he told me that he'd be on my podcast, but the deal is he gives me $1,000 to start, and he gets $100 every time I laugh.
Bobby,
yeah,
don't do that. Don't do that, my friend. You will lose.
Like you can't. That goes back to another Ola Rim question. Do you play fast?
It depends, but usually I'm not so fast. I have to admit. But I mean, it depends. If I'm playing with someone that like gets very upset if I'm slow, I try to play faster.
Yeah.
Because I know if my partner gets like very upset, I mean, I'm very slow, honestly. But if I feel like my partner gets like very upset, I prefer like him to be like in his comfort zone. So I try to speed up my game. Like especially, like say I play with Ventin. I mean, Ventin, if I'm slow and I don't make my contract, he gets upset. So if I know it's a puzzle that I can solve, I think. If it's a puzzle that I have no idea how to solve, I just play fast. And he gets, he's fine with that. He survives with that. Yeah.
So the Reisinger, winning the Reisinger, is that your best result ever?
I mean, it's like a major. It's a title in a major, but I think like I tend to believe that, like, the best result I had was in Wrocław in the Rosenblum, the second place against Nickel team, because I played all the boards and it was very, very close. I think we lost by 13 after 96 boards, because it was twice 46, 48. I mean, I think that was the best result because it was like a world championship, and I mean, this was a 3-day event. That one was like a 7-day event, but of course this was like a win, and it was in this border match. It's very tough to win because every board counts, and it's a tough event. Of course, this was a win, but I think like the result I'm like more proud of was the second in the Rosenblum.
So if you could win any tournament, what would it be?
Bermuda Bowl, but that is not easy. Only if I change country. Because
that was another question that Ula asked, if you'll be still living in Portugal in 5 years.
That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think I will, but and of course, I mean, I love my country and I love to play with my friends, despite knowing that we have very, very small chance of like doing good. So I mean, I will never say never, but if like the things like go in a way that maybe I will live like in Italy or in Sweden, and I change, maybe I can apply for playing for like those countries. But I mean, of course, I love my country and I love to play in Portugal. So
look what the team from Belgium did, though. Like I don't know if they would have been considered a serious contender, and they got to the semifinals of the Bermuda Bowl, didn't they?
Yeah, They are very good. I think they are like in a part of the globe that has like can have like good experience, because they are very close to Netherlands, very close to France. They always face like very high level competition, and in Portugal we are like very isolated.
Right.
We play against like in the Portuguese fields. I mean, it's not so good, and like our neighbor Spain is not better either. So, I mean, either you play like the tough fields, you play nationals and you play world championships and European championships, or you never get better. So it's tougher for us, I would say, to have like a level that can. I mean, if we have like 10, 15 decent players that like compete in a high level, of course our level will grow and we will be more competitive. But in this at this moment, our hope is not big because our level.
You're really the only player that I know from Portugal that comes to the U.S. that plays, world championships, stuff like that. Is it? Are there other players that like are?
No. I'm the only player that plays abroad. Of course, the other players go like eventually they go to one national, or they go to one European championship or one world championship once at a time, but they don't face like toughest competition. I mean, we started. I have like my group, like I started with like 5-6 players. We were all about the same level, and but they choose a different path. They have family, they have kids, they have like their own profession, and so they cannot like afford to spend so much time in bridge, like playing abroad and So it's tough now because they didn't quit, but they didn't put like the effort I put to get better and to compete.
It looked like you guys did. I mean, you guys did reasonably well at the European Championships in 2024, though. I mean,
yeah, we did. We finished like 13th, I think, in 2024, and in 2022 in Madeira we finished 10th. They are very good players, maybe as good as I was when we started, and they listen to me. They listen like I try to explain the methods that I learned from the Swedes and from the Italian, and I say, okay, here we should play this and this, in competition we should do this and this, and they listen and they get better. But the point is, and of course that's why we developed and we played better and we performed better in the last two Europeans. But the problem is they are never faced to like tough fields. So the problem is the first 2, 3, 4, 5 days they are warming up because they used to play against old ladies in the club that they give away all the contracts. And I start saying, but I mean, these guys, they are not stupid. Don't do this and play for them to like, but I'm not used to this. Blah, blah, blah. So like the first 2, 3 days, they are like completely out of the game. They are not like, so we go to the competition and we warm up in the competition. So that's tough because it's like the first 2, 3 days, it's to give like imps to the opponents. But this year we lost the trial, so we are not playing in the Europeans in 2026 in Riga.
Yeah, it was interesting. It looked like you guys played all the boards, although you only played 463 and the other pair played 464 boards.
Yeah, because one board was taken because of slow play of my partner, not me. Obviously.
So sponsors, you play with Ventin. Sometimes you still play with him?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Ventin is my first sponsor. It was the guy who put me like in the map of the professional. It was the first one who take me. So I'm very loyal to him. Yeah. So every time he wants to, in the beginning of the year, I always say, okay, Fampa, what you want? We call him Fampa. Fampa, what you want to play? And he says, okay, I want to play this and this. So I book the tournaments he wants to play. And after I find my schedule with the others. Yeah. So I play with Margie and I play with Maria Vicoña. It's like a Spanish lady. And I play with Natalie Chachou. That is like the 4 main sponsors I play with. And now
Sushi.
Next year, Sushi. And next year I'm going to play with John Overdeck in the Nationals.
With Andrea Mano.
With Andrea, together with Alfredo and Antonio, and with Aldo as John's partner. And I'm very looking forward to that one. It will be exciting.
What if Juan Carlos didn't want to play the Nationals, so you didn't have any problems there?
Usually he doesn't like so much. Now they changed the schedule, so now he likes more because he also Juan Carlos like the whole experience of having time to a good dinner and he likes to talk about life, like to share his experience in life and always give us very good advices in in life, in the business, in love, in family. So for him it's very important to be together as friends and to enjoy the dinners and have a good chat and not only about the bridge and after the bridge going home and don't say nothing to each other. He doesn't like that.
I was when I was looking up your record, I saw when you played with this Sweden. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his last name wrong, but Bremark. I mean, you guys came second in the Spingold and then second in the Swiss, and then I don't think I guess it was 2 different tournaments, but I don't think he's been back.
Yeah, we finished second in the Spingold in Chicago in 2023, and in 2023 in the fall, that I don't remember where it was. I think it was in Atlanta. We finished second in the Swiss.
Yeah.
In the Swiss. Yeah. Yeah. He decided to quit. He were not he didn't want to play anymore. So we had to find other sponsors.
I mean, amazing results, like for a guy who came over for 2 tournaments. Another question I got from Mika: who's the best teammate?
Who is the best teammate?
Yeah.
Best teammate. It's a good question, but I think it's Nystrom.
Who you described as your mentor in quotes?
I think. I mean, he's very. I mean, first he's very. He likes to understand if you want to share a board or to ask him something. Yeah. It's not okay, tell me the board, I don't care. And he says the first thing that if you ask, he starts the first thing he thinks is you are smart, so you are doing a question because you want to have his input, so he put a lot of effort to try to understand your problem and to give an answer that satisfy you and to at least try to improve your game. So that's why that's why I consider, and also he's very good at supportive when we have bad results, and he also understands when I'm on tilt. He gives me some space. He don't. I mean, he understands how it works. So I think Nystrom is the best teammate.
That's a great answer. That is a fantastic answer. Seriously. That he takes you seriously when you ask the question. I really love that.
Yeah, he never. I mean, because I felt if you go you ask, okay, what do you think about this hand, and people don't care at all. And they just say, okay, I do this and this. And start laughing. Okay, how dumb are you to do this and this, blah, blah, blah. They start laughing and they say, okay, this guy, either I'm completely stupid or he didn't understand my question. And the guy, I mean, if he's tired, he said, okay, I'm very tired. We talk tomorrow. But if he wants to answer, he put effort to explain what he thinks, and he's thinking is a process, the way he thinks and what he thinks about this and this. And of course, the guy also, he plays bridge for so many years that he experienced a lot. So, and he thinks a lot about the game also. So he has if you ask him a random question, he had think about it. So he has a good theory about it, even if it's not the best one, or if it's not the mainstream now, or the people because now it's very trendy. If someone is doing this and this, and sometimes he has different theory, but at least he think about that and he shares with you what he thinks. That okay, maybe this is superior, but I also do this and this. It's
You told me in our texting leading up to this interview that he's kind of a mentor for you, and you put the word in quotes.
Yeah, I mean, he helped us. I mean, when I started the partnership with Frederick, with Rang, with Rang, he helped us with the system. and also because Ventin likes to play a lot 5-handed. So we played in Austin when we finished second in the Soloway. We played 5-handed, and so we build the system together. And like with his expertise, we asked, and he gave like always like good inputs about like what we should like change in the system, or like what is like optimal to play here and there. And he shared like the notes he has with Johan with us, like in the competitive bidding and in the two suitors. So he helped a lot. And we at some point, so we decided, me and Fred, and that every time we don't agree with something, we ask Nystrom. Nystrom is like the judge. Every time the group chat. I mean, when it's like about system, it's we just ask for some inputs and he gives. But when you have like a discussion about a board, we ask Nystrom, and Nystrom says, okay, this is right or this is wrong, or he should do this and this. Of course, he try to be more polite to don't to don't put us in like in war. But yeah.
But it's so nice. It must be so nice to have somebody like that who really understands the game as a somebody you can ask things about.
Yeah, it was very important for me. I developed. I mean, and sometimes I don't agree with what he writes, and so I mean, I'm saying that I don't follow like a blind what,
sure.
but it's important. Yeah, and he helped us a lot, and he developed. I mean, our system. He was very important for us to improve the system and to improve our like carding methods.
I asked him, so I was asking him about, he told me that he and Frederick played the same system that you and Frederick played.
Yeah.
And so then I asked him, what system is better, the Unbalanced Diamond that you guys played, or the Strong Club system that he plays? And he said Strong Club.
Yeah. So
would you agree with that?
Their system is very good, but like it's a very, it's a big effort, because it's like it's a relay system, and it's very, very complex. And also because every time I mean, I don't know very well. I mean, I have like a good idea how it works, but every time they overcall, they have like to redo all like the room. They have the steps. They have, so it's like about. I mean, it's not very complex, but you use a lot of energy to count the steps before you bid, because let's say it's like about like the room you have, the available steps you have until like some room, and when they bid something, they have to like optimize the room they have. So it's a lot of like brain effort every bid. When they enter in the relay auctions, like the relay takes every auction takes like 7-8 minutes, and they are always thinking. When you play more natural, I mean, you can bid faster. You don't waste so much energy, and
Right.
So I mean, his system I think is superior, but they use a lot of energy on that.
Yeah. Tell me about, you guys were kind of a surprise in the mixed, in the Europeans. You played with Andrea Nilsson, and Simon Holt played with Maya Lowe in 2023, and you guys got all the way to the final.
Yeah, that was maybe my biggest achievement. It was not expected. Yeah, so we agreed to play with the girls, and when we started, I said, okay, we have no pressure here, because we are here to have fun. Like don't have like very like high expectations. So we started. I remember we played a very tough game to qualify. We played against the French mixed team with the two Croniers and I think Frank Rim, but I don't remember very well. Anyway, it was a very tough team, and they said, okay, maybe we have like 10% of qualifying, but we eventually beat them. And of course, we were picked. So Versace picked us. and we were like down.
Explain the format. So top 32 qualify. Are you inside the?
Yeah, we
match?
qualified maybe 17s or something like that.
Okay.
So the top 8 can pick between 16 to 32. And Versace was like 5th or something, and they picked us.
Yeah.
According to Versace, it was not his call, which I believe him. So yeah, we were down 50, I think, to the last set, and we beat them. We were down 50 to the last set in the round of 32. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And we killed them. We win by like 57, I think. So we beat them.
Are you serious? You scored like 100 imps in the last set?
No. We were down 50 before the last set, and we won by 57.
Yeah. Oh, so you won the match by 7?
Yeah, we won by 7, I think.
Oh, okay, got it.
In the last, I think it was 16. It was 16 boards, or maybe 12. I don't know. It was 16 boards.
Who did Alfredo play with?
Alfredo with Sila Rimstedt. So the team was Claire Alpert, Francisco Bernal, Samantha with Monica Cusi, and Alfredo with Sila was playing with Francisco, but the last set Alfredo played with Sila. I think it was like, and Samantha played with Monica. And after we played against a Turkish team in the round of 16, that we beat by maybe 20 imps, 25. And in the round of 8, we played against Roy and Sabine. And that match, we were like huge underdogs. But
Roy and Sabine, arguably the best mixed pair in the world.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with you. Yeah, but the first set, they started everything in our way. They beat 7 and they went down, or they beat 6 and they went down.
Yeah.
We beat twice their Trino Trump that they didn't beat at the other table because they played from the wrong side because of the system they play. So, I mean, it was a combination of bad luck for them, and everything was like in our favor. So we were like up 40 and they start trailing for like 40 imps for the second set, and they everything what like the girls were doing, it was like turning in gold. So so yeah, we beat them, and in the round of in the semi-final we beat Zach Rossack with Georgia, Adam with Emma, and Linda Robinson. It was, so they were 5-handed. Yeah, and in the final we played against Hilda Sutton with Franceschetti and Cantarobert and Lorenzini. When we had in the last, so we lost by 5 imps.
Wow.
We lost by 5 imps, and at some point, like board 10 or board 11 of the board 10, because everybody was vulnerable. Of the last set, I was playing 5 clubs redoubled.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a funny hand. Because so my left hand open, I mean, they led the card that, I mean, I can make the contract if one suit is 4-3, or I have so I had ace king fifths of clubs opposite queen 10 fifths, something like that in the trumps. And if the spades are 4-3, it's a claim, but if the spades are 5-2, I need to rough the third spade with the 10. But Lorenzini has to find the defense to defeat me. So at trick 3, he played the only card that defeat the contract. So yeah, we lost on that board. But the redouble didn't cost. If I didn't redouble, we lose by 1. So it was good that I redouble. But he did an amazing defense. It was very, very hard for him to see the position. And he played. It was a funny board. Yeah.
How long did he take?
It took his time. He's not fast player, but he took his time.
Yeah.
So that was in June, and in July we played in the Spingold, the final against him also, and we played in the same. I played in the table against him, and we lost again. Yeah, and he played amazing also.
Yeah, he won both the events at the Europeans, I think.
Yeah, he won. Maybe he won both Europeans, and after he won the Spingold. Yeah.
Andrea, your partner for the mixed, she said he was the best partner, no tilt machine. I was very happy to get that far, but to be honest, I had no idea what the competition was about, all these players you just named, Versace, Sabina, Zach, Zia, Lorenzini, etc. So for me, it was not a big deal.
Yeah, I think they didn't understand until it was with the medals and everyone giving congratulations, and it was a big thing in Sweden. And I think they were, when they arrived in the airport, it was people there waiting for them. So it was a big thing for them, yeah, for everyone. But yeah, it was a big thing in Sweden. They were really a lot of people in the airport to receive them.
There's a couple people that mentioned paddle, and including Simon Holt, your teammate for that one. He said that the last time you were playing paddle with Andrea,
we played with Eka.
I guess you came.
I came.
You came last. That's
Yeah, but they have no idea. They play to fuck me all the time. They have no idea how bad they are.
They have no idea how bad they are?
Yeah, they have no idea. Yeah.
And then this is one other thing that Per-Ola said, that you hate losing, even if you've never played the game before in your life, on a level that he's never seen. He's a child when it comes to losing.
Yeah, that is true. I don't like to lose. That is. Yeah, I put a lot of effort. I mean, it's my mentality. I don't like to lose. I put so much effort in the paddle because I have no technique. But I hate so much to lose. I put all I can. I run a lot and I sacrifice. I don't care if I broke a leg to save a point. I don't care. I do it. The only thing I don't want is to lose.
That was another Mika Rim question. Who's running most at paddle? You or Leo Rombo?
Leo is faster than me, but he's 22 years younger, so it's easier to be, but he's much faster than me.
Are there any questions that I should have asked you that I haven't asked you? Anything you want to talk about that we haven't covered?
No, I think you touch all the points.
All the important stuff?
Yeah, all the important stuff, yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure, man. Yeah,
likewise.
I've not laughed this hard in a while, so I'm very grateful. Very grateful to you. I look, and what I appreciate about you is I can tell, it really comes through how much you love bridge, and to hear you talk about talking with Per-Ola about the deals and Nystrom and all that stuff. It's so cool, it's such a great game. I love it so much. And it's great to have a fellow, someone who really is just completely besotted by it.
Thanks for the words.
You probably don't know what besotted means. You have to look that one up.
That I will ask Margie. She will give me the translation.
Give me one for the road on the. You know what I want.
The 199 game? You want to talk about the 199? Yeah, okay.
All right, man. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
thank
me
you
too.
very much.
Thank you so much.